Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Roseville Ice Arena here in Roseville, Minnesota for the second semifinal of the Section 5AA Girls Hockey Tournament. Hello again, everyone. I'm Matt McCleggan alongside Jerry Grant, and we're excited to bring you all the action of this semifinal. The winner will meet Centennial Spring Lake Park in Friday's final. And Jerry, a couple of great teams here. The 2-3 seed, very frequently, that's the best matchup of the section.
Yeah, it is. And these two teams played earlier in the year in Maple Grove. That was their first home game. And Maple Grove beat the Blaze 3-1. However, the Blaze were up 1-0. It was 1-1 after 2 in the third period. Maple Grove got a power play goal and a tip in from the point to take a 3-1 lead. So these teams are evenly matched. You
can see the section, how the section is broken down here. River City's beating North Rice County 6-1 to get to this game. Maple Grove shutting out Rogers 6-0. Both those games on Saturday right here at Roseville Arena.
Yeah, it was a good game against North Rice County. It was 0-0 after 1, and the goaltender Sale for North Rice County kept them in it because the Blaze outshot them 41 to about 15-16. So the Blaze get a lot of shots. They have to today find a way to get some more of those shots to go in against a very stingy Maple Grove defense.
One of the players to look for here for River City is number 21, June Semling. 24 goals, 30 assists, 54 points on the season.
Yeah, June Semling is quite the player. She had a great game against the River Hawks because when it was tight, she scored 2 goals in a row, and one of them was just spectacular. She had a tip in from just down on the dot side of the left side of the net, and the tip hit the goaltender, went to the far side post, and she scrambled over there and dove and hit that puck in on her knees to make that goal, to make it a kind of ice the game.
Maple Grove led by Hadley Baker, junior forward, 21 goals, 8 assists for 29 points.
Yeah, and Baker, I've seen Baker play. She had a big power play goal when they set her up on the right circle in that first game. So you got to watch her. She can snipe the puck.
Both teams with big first lines doing the bulk of their scoring. River City's averaging over 4 goals a game, 4.27 goals per game. They're ranked 17th in the state in the latest state rankings, 16-10 overall, 8-2 in the Northwest Suburban Conference.
Yeah,
Maple Grove 17-9 overall, 6-6 in the lake. They're a little bit different here, just scoring 2.31 goals, but allowing 1.85. So defense, the name of the game for Maple Grove.
Yeah, it definitely is, and it'll definitely come down to what Prosser can do in the net. She's a very solid goaltender, so she'll have to make sure she shuts down that first line. It looks like they might have a different goaltender in there. Let's see, it should be Prosser.
Bella Prosser, yeah, number
Bella.
1 is the goalkeeper for Maple Grove.
Right, here we go, and we're off.
Gianna Eckel in goal for River Cities, and we're underway here. River Cities in the navy blue shorts, breezers, socks, and jerseys, white helmets attacking left to right. Maple Grove in the white socks, white jerseys, crimson helmets, and breezers attacking right to left.
Gonna watch early for the pinch for the Blades. They got to make sure they're covering on the rotation.
It's kept in on the near side and sent in deep by Semling. We talked about her in the opening. It's batted around to the near board, sent back in there by Lexi Solomon. Kept in now on the end boards, flipped up towards the near side. Maple Grove struggling to get it out here. They kind of bat at it there. That's Callie Alphin, and it deflects off of Abby Benson and out of play. Excuse me. Maple Grove coached by Jim Coltes.
Well, Jim's been coaching a long time, and he actually was coaching Champlin Park for a long time before. He had Maple Grove, then Champlin Park, and was back at Maple Grove. So he's done a real good job over the years.
Kept in on the near side, Alphin. That flutters towards the goal. It's cleared to the blue line, but not out. Controlled by Elfstrand. Sent off the glass and out of the zone. Now controlled by Abby Benson. Loose puck comes back to Anderson, who tries to send it across. It's deflected and does come out of the zone. The Blades will have to check up here. Touch up, Elfstrand to the near side. Gettle gets it out of the zone. It comes right back in. That's sent in by Caitlin Easton. No icing there.
Back with the first line.
Callie Anderson back to retrieve. That's Ada Godel. She'll send it in deep, and the Crimson will get a change. Aswegan on the far side. Her pass is picked off, but it deflects towards the red line right to Bella Lindquist. Goes into the far corner. Lindquist battling there with Missy Tomlinson. Tomlinson there trying to send it to the far corner. Choppy play here so far in the first period, and now the Crimson come out with it. This is Hadley Baker. Baker with the shot, tries to go far post with it, but a nice save by Eckel.
Eckel did a good job staying square.
Blades try to get it out on the far side, but it's kept in again by Maisie Tomlinson. Now controlled by Oswego to the near side. Kept in, Gallagher pinching. Now backhanded around the goal by Brnovic. Brnovic, one of the stars for the River Cities Blades. Solomon now will get it out of the zone, but it's controlled by Tomlinson. She'll bring it right back in. Tomlinson gets it back to Black. Her shot's deflected wide. It's sent out of the zone, but fired right back in by Elfstrand.
That's the best shift of the game for Maple Grove. They pin the Blades in their zone.
Oswego tries a long pass. It connects with Brnovic. She'll ring it around the boards. And it will come out on the far side, but controlled by the Blades. That's Tessa Bowden wheeling and sending it in deep. Anderson behind the goal. Collision there, no call. It's kept in on the far side. Bowden with the shot, and a nice glove save there by Prosser. Excuse me, that's Anna Pitson with the shot. No, it was 11, sorry, Tessa Bowden.
Tessa Bowden. Tessa, she's been really scoring goals this year. She's up there in the scoring ranks too. She has 16 goals, 19 assists, 34 points. So far, the forecheck is really working for the Blades. If they can just keep dumping the puck in, they're going to have good results. They just get after it.
Elfstrand avoids pressure and will skate it in. It's poked away, but sent in deep by Kusterman. Now into the near corner. Benson chasing. That's Kusterman, Haley Kusterman. Now it comes out of the zone on the far side. Tessa Bowden. Bowden trying to sidestep Elfstrand, who puck ends up back on the stick of Brnovic. Her shot deflects and now comes out of the zone with Godel. She'll send it in deep and get a change. Semling, long pass up the near side. Bounces off her teammate and comes back in with Maple Grove. That shot hits traffic out front, rebound, scores!
Well, that's what happened.
Kate Fisher.
That's what happened early in the first game. They had a lot of net front presence, got shots, got rebounds, and that's how Maple Grove was able to score. And then they did it again. Got to clean up that front of the net.
Shot from the point there, the save initially made by Eckel. And the rebound comes out. Nice backhand move there by Kate Fisher, her 15th goal of the season.
Well, yeah, you got to make sure you cover that front of the net. Sometimes you fish for that puck, you get in trouble. You got to cover players and make sure that they don't get to that loose puck, but they did, and Fisher gets the goal. For Fisher, that's her 15th.
That gives her 30 points. That leads the Crimson now. They had a couple players with 29. Baker the other. As it goes in on the far side. We'll see if we get the announcement here from the PA announcer.
Scoring for Maple Grove, number 25, Kate Fisher. First assist to number 2, Hadley Baker. Second assist to number 24,
Blades have to get back to their forecheck, which is working really well early in the game.
Trying to get the scoring there. One assist did go to Baker. And didn't hear the second one, but Fisher with, again, her 15th goal of the season. Player lost a glove there. It's puck sent around to the near side. Koshire there. Now comes back around the Crimson goal. Long pass from Elfstrand connects with Kate Black, and then it's sent all the way down. It'll be an icing call here on the Crimson.
Yeah, good pressure so far by both teams. Maple Grove took advantage of their opportunity when they got that point shot. Just have to keep playing solid defense. That was one of the keys to the game, is just to make sure that the Blades would cover the front of their net, because that's where they've been vulnerable once in a while. So they have to keep working on that.
Face off won by the Crimson. Kusterman comes out with it. She'll send it in deep and chase. Solomon in the corner for the Blades. Battle in the corner there. No one moving, no advantage here. Now it comes out. That's Godel who will send it in deep. Controlled by Oswego. Centering pass is kicked out by Solomon. Back to Tomlinson. In deep, and it goes into it actually goes behind the goal. Chased down by the Crimson. It's Godel. Back to the point. Save made by Ethel. And it's cleared all the way down now by Avery Anderson. It'll be an icing call on the Blades.
Well, that's the first time I see Coach Todd Gutterman. First time that Todd put his third line out, and they had a little bit of a problem getting out of their own end. So we'll see if they send them out, because they went 1-2, 1-2 to start the game.
That'll be a factor here. Maple Grove with a little more depth. We'll play that third line more. We'll see how that plays out. Baker back to Tomlinson. It's poked ahead now by June Semling, excuse me. Semling, nice move to try to get a shot off there, and it's going to be a penalty on Maple Grove.
Should be a hook, we'll see.
Fiona Gallagher heading to the penalty box.
Yeah, interference.
It's interference.
Yeah,
so
well, she had to, because Semling was gone.
We get our first power play of the game, and it'll go to the River City Blades.
Yeah, River City's power play has been just over 20% at 22.7. So 1 every 4 or so.
Maple Grove killing penalties at an 89.1% clip.
Well, that's good.
That shot saved by Prosser. Back to the point, kept in by Bernovic. Bernovic over to Lindquist. Lindquist over to Semling. Lindquist, her shot, glove save. Bobbled it a little bit, did Prosser, and then covers for the faceoff.
Well, they're trying to get that seam pass across to Semling, but Maple Grove doing a good job with sticks in the lane. And see those sticks, active sticks, very important on the penalty kill. You don't want it to go east-west.
Comes back to Lindquist. She'll send it all the way down around to the far corner. Semling with a quick shot, hits traffic out front. Loose puck in the slot, it's cleared away. Hit Weineke, who will now chase it down and send it the length of the ice. 1:12 to go in the player advantage for River Cities. Semling with speed now, gains the zone, hits the brakes, plays it back to Bernovic. Semling goes through the slot area, chased down by Lundqvist. Lindquist with a shot, sharp angle there, it's tipped, but goes right to Semling. Semling gets it back from Bernovic. Rister there, and a save made by Prosser. No rebound on that shot.
Well, good possession, but not getting into the middle. So Maple Grove keeping them on the outside, keeping them around the dots, which is, you know, the goaltender will see those shots. Just not enough traffic, no rebound. Got to get to the middle somehow.
39 seconds to go in the player advantage. Face-off won by the Crimson, but it goes back to the point for Alpin. And it's knocked away now. That's Abby Benson chasing. She's knocked to the ice. No call. Here comes Solomon. Tapped forward by Livy Reed. It's kept in on the near side by Pitson. Collision there, loose puck. Shot there, and a goal! That puck just kind of floated over to Callie Alphen, and she just gives it the business there, puts it into the upper left corner, and we're all tied up.
What a shot by Callie. She was in the right spot at the right time. They got the break where the puck sometimes jumps on your stick. You see in the replay, just a scrum, the puck gets loose, and Callie right away just ripped it. Top of the circle. It was a beautiful shot.
Potentially unassisted there as the loose puck just kind of floated right out to Alphen. And
yeah, her 7th goal of the year. That gives her 22 points. That's pretty good for a defender, I'll tell you right now. Her and Oswego do add a lot of points.
Surprised that's just her 7th. That looked like a pure goal scorer's goal.
It was.
Maple Grove keeps it in on the far side. It sends it in
Scoring
behind
for
the River City.
on the power play.
We'll get the
Number
announcement
2,
here.
Callie Alphen, unassisted. Time of the goal, 8:42. Alphen, unassisted goal on the power play.
It is an unassisted goal, power play goal for River Cities, and that last play there was called offsides.
Yep, just a little move before the blue line. Get the zone, then make that move. They had good speed. They could have got that zone easily on that rush.
Elfstrand up the far side. It's tapped forward and gloved down by Semling. To the near side now, Pitson, Olivia Plitzen gets it in. Bernovic holds the zone, attacks on the far side, hits the outside of the goal. Rebound there tantalizingly in front. It's cleared to the side. And now it comes out here. Hadley Baker.
Oh my.
Finds on the far side. Here's a chance on the far side and a goal! Kate Fisher, her 2nd of the game. And you called it a 2-on-1. And what a pass from Hadley Baker over to Kate Fisher.
Yep, that was just a defensive mistake there. You don't want to be odd rushed, and that's one of the keys of the game, is that make sure you have everybody back and got the corner and be able to get there and beat Eckel.
Fisher with a nice job there using her body. You can see just putting her body between the puck and the defender and able to score.
That's what you do. Well, we're heading for a high-scoring affair. This keeps up.
I believe 2nd assist as well for Hadley Baker today. That'll be an icing call. So both Baker and Kate Fisher with 31 points on the season to lead the Crimson.
No, it's a good response by the Crimson. They scored within a couple of minutes of the Blades tying it up. So that's the way you like to respond.
Face off won by the Blades. That's Oswego to the near
Scoring
side.
for Maple Grove,
trying to
number
play it up
25,
the boards
Kate
on the
Fisher.
near side.
Unassisted goal at 9:18. Fisher for the Crimson.
Not sure if they wasn't super clear there. I'm pretty sure that pass came from Baker, but I thought I heard them say unassisted, which certainly
would be impossible unless the Blade player made the pass.
That was a great pass. Centering pass hits the stick of Koshire. She'll wheel and send it back to the point. Gallagher over to Tomlinson on the far side. It's Weineke in the corner, battling there with Easton. Now it comes free. Koshire back to Tomlinson. That deflects just wide. Good pressure here by the Crimson. Loose puck behind the goal, now picked up by Bowden. Bowden trying to get it out on the far side, but can't do it. Over to Elfstrand. She'll have to backhand it into the near corner. Solomon, the strong play. She'll play it all the way down. It was deflected by the glove of Elfstrand, so it won't be icing. Allows the Blades to change. Long pass picked off by Bernovic. Bernovic with a nifty move and a shot. Nice save by Prosser. Goes behind the goal. Tomlinson defending. Fisher hits Baker with a perfect pass. Baker flips it towards the blue line, actually goes into the River City's bench.
Well, Maple Grove, the key to them winning this hockey game is putting that pressure on their forecheck and working behind the net, to get the Blades, the cat and mouse game, get that defender to sneak below that goal line and have an open player in the slot. And that's what they have to watch out for, the Blades.
Osterman gets it out, but it's sent right back in. Gallagher to the near side for Anderson. Anderson picks up the loose puck, and she'll fire it in deep. Elfin, the goal scorer for the Blades, will play it up the far side. Semling tries a cross-ice pass, but it's picked up by Anderson. Anderson runs into Semling, comes to the near side, played up the boards and out of his zone by Godel. No icing here. Elfin will pick it up and skate it out on the far side. Nice play here by the defenseman. It's going to be offsides as Ashley Dorn kind of couldn't avoid it there and came into the zone right before, excuse me, not Dorn, it's Caitlin Easton, right before Elfin.
Yeah, once again, didn't have good spacing there and tried to make that move at the blue line, and the players have to anticipate that and go across. Look, the line did not happen.
Tomlinson up the near side, batted up the boards by Dorn, and she'll chase. Swegan gets it up the far side. Whose puck comes to the middle, fanned on by Dorn, and it's skated out by Solomon. Battle right in front of us here. Solomon there. Caitlin Easton as well for River City. Ashley Dorn battling for the Crimson, and now Isla Smith comes away with it. She'll send it in deep and get a change. Ava Koshire forechecking, but it comes right to Anna Pitson. That pass hit the skates of Tessa Bowden, but does come out of the zone. Swegan chases it down for the Blades. Long pass does connect there with Bernovic. Bernovic with a pass there, and a pad save needed to be made there. She was looking for Anna Pitson up the middle, was Bernovic. But Prosser gets the pad out.
Oh my. Trouble.
Kept in here by Fisher, who has 2 today. That hits traffic. Bernovic flips it forward to Oswego, and they'll send it all the way in on goal to Prosser, who steers it aside. Kelly Anderson trying to dribble through a pair of Blades players, and it's knocked away there, luckily for Maple Grove, by Weineke. Loose puck now. Barnovic jumps right on it. Shot goes just wide, deflected by the defender Anderson.
Yeah, Maple Grove blocking shots. That's very important. We have those people rushing in.
This puck is carried out by Benson on the far side. Bernovic hits the ice. Out of the near side for Gallagher, and it's sent in deep by Baker. This puck picked up by Elfin, and Elfin now will attack with speed on the far side. Kelly Elfin, she has the goal for the Blades. She'll change directions. One-timer there by Semlin, and the glove save made by Prosser. She couldn't hold it, and it's fired the length of the ice for an icing.
Well, one thing we're seeing right now, Kelly Elfin can break the defense down. When you have your D join the rush like that, she's able to get those 2 defenders go down deep, and a 3rd player came over, which means there's going to be somebody open somewhere, and the Blades have to keep finding those open players and see if they can get that tying goal.
It looked like Semling maybe didn't get all of it, but was right on goal, and it gave Prosser some trouble.
Yeah, anything on goal is good. Look for those rebounds.
Charbonneau sends it in deep. Excuse me, Solomon comes out near the blue line on the far side. Now it's flipped up and out by Elfstrand, controlled by Solomon. Up the near side, it's deflected in by Easton. Elfstrand up the far side. Now it's backhanded out by Weineke, who finds Godel. Godel with a shot that goes just wide. Weineke chases it down. Back to the point for Fisher. Fisher holds, and then we'll send it into the far corner. Weineke pinned against the boards by Kylie Oswego, who comes out with the puck. She'll kick it forward. And now it's skated out by Bowden. Bowden now to the near side. 1-on-5. Bowden, the shot, kind of a dangerous one there. Looked like it was labeled for that far right corner, but it's blockered aside by Prosser.
A good screen. Blades have to win these little battles. Maple Grove's winning a lot of little battles right now.
Weineke will send it down, and it will be an icing call with 51 seconds to play here in the first period. A fast-moving first period.
Yeah, a lot of good play. Not a lot of whistles. Very clean. Only one penalty so far. Versus the other day when the Blades played North Wright County, there were 10 penalties in the second period. So not a lot of flow to that game at times. This game has good flow.
This is for a spot in the Section 5AA final, which will be Friday right here at Roseville Arena at 7 o'clock. Gallagher clears it, sends it out of the zone. Alphen will chase it down. Alphen into the zone. Nice pass there, backhanded shot, and great defensive recovery by Weineke. Centering pass there goes just out of June Semling's reach. It was Bella Lindquist that had the opportunity there, and it's going to be an icing.
That's too bad. One more stride.
River Cities.
Yeah, it's too bad Lindquist wasn't a lefty. She would have had a wide open chance to get that tying goal, but good defense by the Crimson to tie that player up and get a stick on it. And desperate. Playoffs are all about effort. You really have to work every shift as hard as you can, because if you're a senior, your season is going to end. One team is going to have seniors that are all done. So every shift, effort.
Yeah, it's win or go home here, and the winner will face Centennial Spring Lake Park in the final. A 6-2 winner over Roseville Matamidi. It's backhanded into the zone by Kate Black. Picked up by Solomon. She'll try to hold it against the boards as time winds down, and she'll succeed as the buzzer sounds here to end the first period, with Maple Grove leading 2-1 over the River City Blades.
Yeah, and the reason is they were able to get those greasy goals down there by the goal mouth, and that was one of the keys for the game coming in, was make sure that you take care of the front of your net, and so far Maple Grove's able to get the advantage.
And we'll take a break here. We'll be back to get you ready for period number 2. Also take a look back at our highlights in period number 1. here at Roseville Ice Arena here for the second period of this Section 5AA semifinal game. Maple Grove leading River Cities, and the action heated up with Kate Fisher scoring off the rebound on the backhander to give Maple Grove the early advantage. Then a one-timer 4 minutes later by Callie Alphin ties it up for River Cities on the power play. But just 2 minutes after that, Fisher gets her second of the game here off another assist by Hadley Baker, and Maple Grove with a 2-1 advantage. And Jerry, I know you're familiar with the game that these two teams played early in the season, I think the second or third game of the season. How does this compare?
Well, I see some of the same things happening. Maple Grove does a great job by getting pucks to the net. They work behind the net, they get traffic, and they're able to stretch that pass on that second goal and able to spring a girl right behind the D and get her in alone, and that's how it works when Fisher found her way to the net. So the Blades have to tighten that up in this period. But the Blades had a good period. Their speed is a factor. If they can just skate hard, they'll have a good chance.
Underway here, that's Semling getting it in deep. It comes right back out, and now here's a chance for Baker. Baker up the left side. Her pass deflected. It's in behind the River City's goal. Oswego sends it to the far side. Centering pass by Baker, no one home. Oswego takes it over, and we're going to get a penalty here. I didn't see where that occurred, and it's going to go against River City's Blades.
Slash for Bernovic.
Sydney Bernovic will head to the penalty box, and Maple Grove now with the power play.
Now this can be trouble. I want to see how the Blades take away that seam pass, because they're going to look for number 2. They're going to look for Baker here on the left side, on the right side as a left-hander.
20% power play success rate for the Crimson. Here's Fisher. Shot there that deflects high and wide, and it's sent out of the zone all the way down. It was Elfstrand from the point, and here's Elfstrand chasing it down. Up the near side for Tomlinson.
Number 17.
Here's Baker now on the far side.
2 minutes for slashing.
Baker cuts to the middle, back to the forehand. She'll play it back to Tomlinson. Tomlinson gets it back. Her shot's blocked by Solomon. Behind the net, centering pass fanned on by Baker. Elfstrand with a chance that goes wide. And now here comes Semlin. Semlin batting it forward, and now it's poked ahead. Both players slamming into the boards. It looks like June Semling took the brunt of that impact.
Oh, hopefully she's okay. That was a great effort by her. She chipped the puck by 2 players. You'll see on the replay here. She comes down, tries that second one. Just, if it was not fresh ice, that might have stayed right in the slot for her to get there, and then she was able to at least spread her body out. And then it's the problem with the hockey in the playoffs. The puck's underneath you and you crash into the boards, they're still digging for it because it's a competitive deal.
I believe that's why the faceoff comes outside, as it was Semling who was laying on the puck. Maple Grove wins the faceoff, and now pass up the middle, almost connects there with Benson. Benson chases it down. Centering pass. And now that's cleared off the boards by Alphin, but not out. Now it's backhanded out of the zone by Easton. 41 seconds left on the player advantage for Maple Grove. Collision here on the near boards. Couple players hit the ice. Sent back in by Gallagher. Here's a chance that's deflected. That's shot by Dorn, and it's sent off the boards and out of the zone. Here's an opportunity here. We're going to get probably a penalty of wisely taken there by Fiona Gallagher, as Caitlin Easton was about to go on a breakaway.
Yeah, she was there. Just another half a step. That might have been a penalty shot.
23 seconds left on the penalty by Bernovic. You can see here Gallagher just reaching out and reaching kind of for the puck, but mostly for Caitlin Easton.
Yeah.
And the penalty is called. So we'll skate 4 aside for 23 seconds before the Blades have a power play.
Yeah, that's always the problem when you're the defender. You want to be goal side, and if you get caught on the wrong side, you have nothing to do but reach, and that's what happened to Gallagher. They're trying to figure out the clock.
Yeah,
well, their penalties went off. Yeah.
Yeah, the clock must have shut off here. Some of the fans here are trying to give them a little bit of help. The scorekeeper just turned around and told everyone to be quiet. So they're just working on the clock. I think it's a clock malfunction, not not an operator error here.
I tell you what, woo!
Yeah, you don't want to cross this guy
some
here.
Assertiveness there. That gives the players a little extra time to get a breather, and it certainly helps both teams because they don't have to change lines. They can keep the same players out there. 4-on-4 is always tricky because it's hard to practice it. It happens once in a while, but a lot of teams, the smart thing is to try to either play a triangle one or a box. But you got to make sure that you also match up with people and see what they're doing when they have the puck.
So what had happened there is they actually put the second penalty on the same side, on the side of the River City's scoreboard.
Yeah.
So they cleared everything out. That's when everything went blank. So now we're underway here. About 10 seconds left in the River City's penalty. Played to the near side by Weineke. Tomlinson with it. She'll go into the zone. Blades now skate full strength. Tomlinson dangling and scoring. Oh my, what a play there by Maisie Tomlinson, just dangling in the faceoff circle and then picking the corner for her 6th goal of the season, the St. Thomas recruit.
Well, she does all the work. She's able to find a way around 2 defenders. Again, you got to get a stick on her stick, and that's just a good goal by her because they gave her the room to shoot. You got to take away her time and space, and she was able to get it through there.
And that's a shorthanded goal as well. So it's kind of a double whammy there for Maple Grove. Believe that should be unassisted as Tomlinson will fire at the
shorthanded goal to number 23, Harper Weineke.
Well, the Blades just need to get that puck down in the Maple Grove end and set their power play up.
There's a chance here, there by Bernovic coming across the middle. Couldn't pull the trigger.
3-on-1.
And now Baker with an opportunity. Baker hooked from behind. They will call it. I wonder if they'll call a penalty shot here, as Baker was in alone and was impeded there by June Semling. They're going to talk about it here. Usually takes quite a egregious foul, and they're just going to call a hook here, no penalty shot. Usually it takes quite like I said, a foul to really cause that.
You see here, they're even. So
penalty shot.
Right there, just kind of the hook in the hands.
Definitely a penalty there, but probably well taken, as Baker had a clear shot at the goal.
Yeah, it should just be a 2-minute minor for hooking.
We're going to talk about it here. They've already called it as a
they can't
minor, but
they can't change their mind now.
Jim Colts is trying to argue. They won't change their mind, but he's certainly going to get his 2 cents in.
Yeah, they were parallel when she cut to the net. They were pretty equal. It wasn't a clear stride away, so they're going to call that just a hook. But a big penalty call because the Blades really are having some problems here on this specialty team situation. They don't want to go down now 4-1.
We'll skate 4 aside here for 44 more seconds. Alfinson backhands it in, gets it right back. She'll go to the far side for Tomlinson. She'll play it in deep. Baker there, battling with Solomon. Baker. Bernovic there as well. It comes back to the point. Tomlinson with a pass, deflection, and a save made by Eckel. Another shot there right on. Eckel saves it. It's loose, but they blow the play dead. The referee behind the net blew the whistle. Lost sight of the puck here.
This happened in the first game as well. Maple Grove got their 3rd goal on the tip play. So they're able to just put the puck on the net, have people with open sticks available without them being tied up. And there's a good tip and 2 great saves.
Tomlinson there with 2 great tip opportunities for her teammates. It's as if she got her goal and now is trying to set up her teammates. Brought in with speed on the far side. That's Alphen. Puck comes loose, shot from the point there by Pitson goes wide. Now comes out on the near side. Maple Grove full strength. Gallagher with an opportunity, shot, and that goes just wide off the rebound there. Eckel making a good first save, but the rebound coming straight back out.
Yeah, Eckel's been tested this period.
Crimson with the player advantage here for another 50 seconds. Opportunity here to put this one out of reach potentially. Still a lot of hockey ahead of us here. Battle along the boards right in front of the River Cities bench. Weineke trying to dig it out. It goes in deep. Flipped up by Oswego, but didn't get much on it. Back to the point, Gallagher with a wrister, and a nice glove save made by Gianna Eckel.
Yeah, no traffic in front of her that time, but whenever you get that puck, you want to keep your momentum going. And get it, like right here, you get to that nice rebound, nice save again by Eckel. But you got to keep your momentum going and just get around that board, turn the corner, and fire it out because you have to get that puck out.
Face off to the left of Eckel. Sent around the boards to the far side. And fired down by Lindquist. Connects there with Bernovic. Bernovic trying to get around Gallagher. No call there. Good defense by Gallagher. She comes up with the puck on the near side as the penalty expires to Semling. In the corner, that's Koshire back to the point. One shot blocked. Then it's cleared out. Semling there. She'll play it off the boards. Elfstrand trying to get it out, but can't do it. Centering pass goes through the slot and back to the point. It's sent back in by Oswego. To the far side, Solomon will keep it in and send it behind the Crimson goal. Anderson loses an edge. It goes to the blue line on the far side. Still in, still kept in there. Controlled by the Crimson, and Elfstrand will send it the length of the ice for an icing.
Well, that's exactly what the Blades need to do. Get after pucks, battle, try to get that next goal, get back in the game. And the Crimson said, we haven't had enough of this. We're just going to ice it and get a new line out here.
10:53 to play here in the second period.
Yeah, which you can do in high school hockey because you can change players. It's not like college or the pros where the same tired ones stay out there.
Faceoff comes back to the point. Alphen off the boards. Shot from the far side goes just wide. Rebound goes right to Anna Pitson. Her shot doesn't connect, and it's sent all the way down the ice on the near side. It'll be an icing call there. The puck just trickling across the red line.
Yep, good effort. Try to get to the puck and just beat the skater to the end line.
Face-off now will come to the right of Bella Prosser.
Crimson trying to get a line match here. They're the home team, so they can put the lines out there as they want.
Face-off won by the Crimson. Elfstrand around the goal to Tomlinson. Her pass is deflected and now controlled by Bowden. Bowden on the far side has it poked away nicely there by Thompson and sent all the way down. Excuse me, that was Godel. Kusterman in the corner trying to play it in deeper. Battling there is Easton. Puck floated in behind the Blades goal, and now Easton deflects it, goes right to Abby Benson. Now it's sent around the boards on the far side by Pitson and out of the zone. Tomlinson will bring it right back in. Tomlinson looking for Baker. The pass goes through Baker's legs. Baker knocking down Callie Alphen. Bowden now on the near side. She'll get it out, but her pass doesn't connect. It'll miss Prosser. I thought for sure that was an icing, but not called. Gallagher gets it up to Kate Fisher. Baker with a nifty pass, shot and a big save there by Eckel, as Weineke had an opportunity there all alone thanks to that wonderful pass there by Baker. Baker now back to the point. Anderson centers. It's knocked away. It goes right back to Fisher. Gallagher with a shot. Glove save made by Eckel.
Well, the one thing that Maple Grove's doing very well is they're able to thread the needle and put that pass, that one right there. Just a perfect pass.
What a shoulder save there as Weineke going for that upper left corner.
Eckel's made some saves because right now in the house, the Blades have 0 shots in this period. Maple Grove has 5. So Maple Grove's getting to the middle, and they're causing a lot of problems here in the second period.
Puck batted out by Semling and sent right back in. Koshire play it in behind the Blades goal. It goes up the far side. Bella Lindquist trying to get it out. Lindquist battling there with Kate Black. Black comes away with it. She'll take a shot that goes wide. Koshire trying to get it in deep to Benson, who's knocked to the ice by Bernovic. Bernovic will chase down the loose puck. Can't get it out of the zone yet. Solomon to the near side. It goes through the stick of and skates of June Semling and all the way down for an icing call.
Yep, icing. See, Maple Grove, what they're doing well is they're, again, putting pressure on the Blades. They're not letting them freewheel. They're not letting them have any time and space. And the Blades are not handling it very well right now. They need to find a way to get that puck down in the Maple Grove end like they did earlier in the first period and part of the first period where that forecheck was working very well, but give Maple Grove credit. They're playing fundamental hockey and it's working.
Alphen rings it around the boards to the far side. She'll chase it down and send it back up that same side. Kept in by Benson. Alphen will pick up the loose puck. Alphen cuts to the middle, still with it. She'll skate out of the zone, try to play it to the far side there for Lindquist. It's taken over by Tomlinson, who cuts back to the middle. Nice pass finding Black on the far side. Black will chase it down, and it's backhanded in deep by Koshire. Into the near side now. Backhanded out of the zone by Bernovic. Elfstrand will send it out, and then it's sent right back in. Backhand pass picked off by Elfstrand. Nifty move there by Semling, and now here's a break for Baker. Baker's shot goes just wide. Might have been deflected there by Gianna Eckel, and she'll cover for the faceoff.
Well, Baker is showing her speed. That's a couple times today where she's able to just get a pass and just bust right behind the Blade defense. And luckily, Eckel just able to challenge her enough to make sure that shot doesn't go in, or because a 4-1 halfway through the game, that's a big hill to climb.
Baker also doing a nice job to make her base real wide and almost indefensible. You saw the defenseman's stick just bounce off of her leg and go flying. And but a nice save made there by Eckel. And not sure what the delay is here. River City's coach Todd Guterman talking to the officials here in an animated fashion.
You're not happy about something.
Yeah, any idea? I'm not really sure.
No, I'm not sure either, but I think it might have something to do with not calling some penalties or something like that with stick work. Or
Anderson sends it in deep. It bounces towards the goal. Controlled by Weineke. Now to the near side. Gallagher with a wrister. Nice kick save there. And loose puck. I was going to say she covered it, but she did not. Gallagher gets it back. Sends it right back towards the goal, but that hits Solomon. Solomon poke checks it forward. Bowden trying to get it out, but it's sent into the near corner. Loose puck comes free, and it's batted out now by Anna Pitson. It'll go all the way down for an icing.
Yeah, luckily, because Eckel lost her stick in that exchange. Well, Maple Grove, what they're doing and why it's working. Look at all the traffic. Look at all the confusion. Look at them jump after every loose puck, and they're just winning battles, and they're just getting things done right now. Using the points well, spacing them out. River Cities has to just kind of settle down, try to find a way to move the puck around, get it out of their end. Right now, they're in trouble.
Face off won by the Crimson. Elfstrand will send it in around the boards to the far corner. Benson there. Loose puck comes right to Baker. Baker centers. Elfstrand's backhands towards the goal. It goes wide. Back to Elfstrand. Her shot deflects out front. No goal here, as it looks like Eckel fell on top of it.
Boy, was that a weird bounce. That thing hit and went way up in the air, and somehow Eckel stayed in front of it. And then Maple Grove, what they do well, everybody crashed the net.
Yeah. Literally and figuratively
here.
Here.
They come.
Kind of just forced Eckel into the goal. The puck maybe went in to the goal while it was under Eckel, but they wouldn't allow that one. That's not how Kate Fisher will get a hat trick there.
They pushed her in, and they won't allow a goal to go when you push the goaltender in when she has the puck underneath her pad. But again, Maple Grove right now wants it. They are playing with all the effort.
Another face-off won by the Crimson. Elfstrand, one-timer by Fisher goes wide. Shot from the point by Elfstrand. Looks like Eckel maybe didn't see that initially. Taken over there on the far side by Weineke. Centering pass, Weineke there. And a nice save again by Eckel. Weineke maybe didn't get all of it there, but Eckel in position to make the save.
Well, the defensive rotation right now, people are just losing Maple Grove players, and that is such an important thing in a hockey game. Is you got to cover the front of your net, because your goaltender bailed you out there, and then Eckel's had a great period. She really has held him in the game. Even though it's 3-1, it could be 5-6-1.
Face-off won by the Blades this time. Solomon to the near side, backhanded there by Oswego to Solomon. Oswego now will play it to the near side. Kept in by the Crimson. Godel now taken away nicely there by Caitlin Easton. Easton loses it briefly to Benson. Oswego pokes it forward, and Bowden will send it in deep. Batted around behind the goal. Oswego finds Bowden, looking for Pitson out front there. Bowden along the boards. Pinned up by the Crimson. One player down, but they're not blowing the whistle. Now it comes free. Bowden will send it in deep. That's Caitlin Easton, and she's run into the boards hard by Callie Anderson, and that call is made quickly there. It did come from behind, but I don't think they will call check from behind.
It should just be 2. Let's see how it goes there. Well, then again, I don't know. Well, they're just calling 2 boarding, I suppose. Yeah, there it is. Those are dangerous hits. Yeah, even if they're just not that hard. That's how kids get hurt, so that's a penalty. Well, that's the first time the Blades have had the puck down and Maple Grove's in for a sustained amount of time here in the second period. So let's see if the power play can get something going, because so far it hasn't.
Bernovic wins the face-off. It comes back to Semling. Semling sends it towards the goal. It's deflected, loose, and cleared away. Bowden, Semling's fans on the pass, and it's sent all the way down.
Yep.
Bernovic will chase it down now. Bernovic. Bernovic through 2 Crimson players into the zone. Bernovic still with it. She'll go in behind the Crimson goal as it poked away and now hits the deck. Semling takes it over, tries to give it back to Bernovic, but it's flipped up and out by Elfstrand.
Yeah, it's just effort. Maple Grove, effort. They're just not giving up on any puck. Even if they miss it the first 2 times, they're staying with it, even with the back check, all the way back.
Bowden with some speed now into the zone. She'll hold up and set up the power play. One-timer by Bernovic goes wide. Bowden on the rebound. Lindquist avoiding Baker. Lindquist centers, goes all the way through the slot. Semling there. She'll send it towards the goal. Another nice save there by Prosser. Rebound goes right to Lindquist. Semling with the shot that hits traffic out front, and it's sent out of the zone by Ashley Dorn. 30 seconds to go on the player advantage. Semling Plays it off the boards, is impeded briefly there by Baker, and then fires it into the near corner.
Could have been a hook.
Oswego battling along the corner. Semling comes away with it. Another save by Prosser. Comes out front, and it's cleared to the far side by Baker. Bernovic fakes the shot. Semling takes that one-timer, but it goes wide. Lindquist, as the penalty expires, it stays in the zone. Lindquist centers, deflected out front. Bowden will chase it down. Her shot hits the defenseman Gallagher. Tomlinson now to the far side looking for Gallagher. It goes under her stick. Lindquist. These blades have been out on the ice for some time now. Bernovic. Backhand to Semling with a shot. Bad save made by Prosser, and it's batted out of the zone by Baker and all the way down. It'll be an icing call, but obviously they needed that break.
Yeah.
Great pressure by River Cities.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good power play. Everything but score. It has good opportunities, good shots, and they just were not able to dent it by Prosser there. So 2:30 left in the period. You see a lot of action here. Trying to get that puck down low, but there's nobody there this time. And there's that shot. All the River City players were behind the net. Got to get in front of that net.
Shot there, hits traffic out front. It's cleared by Abby Peterson up the near side and out of the zone. We'll go all the way down. This should be another icing call on the Crimson.
Well, face-offs, we haven't talked about face-offs, but Maple Grove has won a lot of face-offs. And when you control the draw, you control play. So River City's got to win a draw here, try to get that forecheck going, try to get some more opportunities. Still, it's only 3-1. It's still a good game.
Benson wins this one. It's backhanded along by Abby Pedersen. Elfstrand trying to play it up the far side. It's held in. That's Anna Pitson into the corner. Bowden there, back to the point. Kept in, sent back into Bowden. Bowden now has it knocked away. Elfstrand battling with Bowden there. That's Anna Pitson along the boards. Comes free now. Bowden with it. She'll come to the near side. Alphen couldn't quite control the pass. Now it's backhanded out by Koshire. Sent right back in by the Blades. Here's a loose puck in the slot area, batted forward there by Easton, but controlled now by the Crimson. Koshire will play it all the way down, and we will get an icing call here. Good pressure now by River Cities.
Yeah, River City's finding their game again. I mean, they had a tough start to this period, but now they're finding their game. They need to get a goal. That's the reward you'll get if you just keep pinning them in. But again, starts with winning the face-off, trying to get some pucks to the net and get those rebounds.
Top line back out for River Cities. Bernovic wins the face-off. Comes back to Oswego. Now a shot by Lindstrom, whistles just wide. Nice shot on the ice there. There's a stick save by Prosser. Weineke up the near side, and now it's batted forward by Hadley Baker. Baker now comes through, shot, and a blocker save made with the waffle of Eckel.
Baker's been a problem, boy. She has speed and she has strength.
Fisher gets it back from Anderson. Now it comes free. Baker centering pass. Goes all the way back to Gallagher. Her shot deflects into the far corner, comes all the way to the far point, and now it's controlled by Lindstrom. Lindstrom with an opportunity, draws it back. Shot and a save by Prosser. Nice move, though, by Bella Lindquist to get that shot off.
Yeah, she just couldn't get the puck over to Semling, who was racing down the wing here. You see her looking. Good back check coming in late.
Yeah, that's Harper Weineke coming back, tying up Semling.
Yeah, it was very important by Weineke to get back there. Otherwise, that would have been a really good scoring opportunity. But the Blades are getting some opportunities. They just have to cash in.
26 seconds left. They'll leave that top line on. Will River Cities. Face-off won there, forward by Bernovic, and centering pass doesn't connect.
Yeah,
Looked like a set play off the face-off.
It was. Just didn't connect. Good try, though.
Puck's tied up in the corner now, 10 seconds and counting. More players joining the fray, and now they do blow it dead, which you don't really see that a lot. They usually force them to get it out,
right.
But they will blow it dead, and they'll have the face-off come to Prosser's right with 8.3 seconds left.
See what Maple Grove sends out to take the draw, an important draw. Looks like they just got a different player out, not the center.
It's one back by the Blades. A shot by Elfin is blocked by Tomlinson. Tomlinson gives it right back to Elfin. That shot hits traffic. Boy, that could have been a really costly mistake there by Tomlinson, who has done everything right up until that moment.
But again, the Crimson block shots. That has been winning hockey in any playoff. You want to block shots.
Maple Grove 3, River Cities 1, heading to the third period. Back here at Roseville Ice Arena in Roseville, Minnesota. Getting ready for the third period here. Maple Grove leading River Cities 3-1 here, the 5AA semifinals. Just one goal in that second period, and what a goal it was by Tomlinson. That's Maisie Tomlinson. And then it really turned into the Gianna Eccles show, who made several saves here to keep the Blades in this one. There, another great chance by Hadley Baker, who had a couple of really golden chances. And as it is now, it's just 3-1. I know it's a 2-goal lead, but it could have been a lot worse, Jerry.
Could have been a lot worse, Matt, because when you look at, again, the quality shots, Maple Grove had 7 in the house, and the Blades only had 1. So that first half of that second period, Maple Grove did everything they wanted to do. They had block shots, they had traffic in front of the net, they had puck support, they had defensive support, they had tenacity. Those things add up to a lot of success. The Blades, second half of the period, started getting back to their game a little bit more, but they were not able to get in the middle. They're not able to penetrate that defense. You talked about earlier how good the Maple Grove defense is, and it starts with their goaltender, and we'll see how she can hold up to the pressure, because the Blades are going to be coming after them with all they have this third period.
That's right. It's do or die here, win or go home, and we'll be interesting to see what River City's coach Todd Guterman and the adjustments that he makes here heading into the third period. Like you said, trying to get more into the middle, get pucks to the net, get some deflections and some rebounds to try to disrupt Bella Prosser, who's had a really solid game in goal for the Crimson.
Yeah, the only one she got beat on was a hell of a shot by Elfin when she ripped that from the slot.
Yeah, one-timer right in the corner. I don't know who would have had that one. As both teams now back on the ice, ready to go for period number 3, 17 minutes to decide this one. And again, the winner will play Centennial Spring Lake Park on Friday right here at Roseville Ice Arena. I believe we'll also have that on North Metro TV, NSPN.TV as well.
Well, I look to see a 2-line game here in the third period. Maple Grove might try to sneak their third line out here and there, but River City will probably be down to 2 lines and maybe get a third line in once in a while if they can as well.
Weineke wins the faceoff for Maple Grove. Baker attacks on the left side. She'll send it in deep. Swegan runs into Fisher, who takes it away and feeds the point. Now Gallagher with the wrister. I believe that hit Eckel in the mask. Rebound comes out to the high slot, and it's skated out now by Bernovic. I believe.
Yeah, they're going to call offside, but I don't know if that was Semling, but she got picked there at the blue line, and no call.
It looked like, yeah, I was waiting for some kind of call there, but.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot today, where River City has great speed coming up the ice, but they're offside or something slows that down.
Tomlinson up the near boards, trying to get it to Baker, who takes it in. Baker with a wrister that hits Swegan and goes into the far corner. Baker backhands it looking for Fisher. Fisher tries to put it back behind the goal. Bernovic there. Fisher gets it right back, and it hits Eckel. I think that's the second time. It right in the mask again. You see Eckel kind of adjusting her helmet. I believe that's the second in a minute and a half here.
There it is. Yep, right up there off the top of her melon on the blue paint on her helmet.
Good thing they have those, but still probably doesn't tickle.
No, it doesn't.
Especially two in a short period of time here.
Yeah. What doesn't tickle is the turnovers that are happening in River City's end again. You got to keep cleaner with that puck. Puck's in, puck's out.
Benson trying to keep it in. It's scooped up by Olivia Pitson and sent to the near corner.
Yeah, just a two-person forecheck is just all over
Alphen will backhand it towards the line, and it comes out off the stick of Easton. Fanned on there, and here's a chance for Bowden. Bowden backhand, and we're going to get a penalty here as the glove save was made by Prosser on the backhand by Tessa Bowden, and she's brought down hard. They're calling for the
it looks like she's up, thank goodness.
The trainer, but Bowden is up on her own
Tessa
skates.
Here, just cut to that middle. Get to the middle of the ice. Come on, get to the middle, but she's just cut off at the end there.
Penalty is going to go to Maddie Elfstrand.
Well,
I didn't see it there what the call was. Could have been trip, could have been interference.
Boarding, it could have been, whatever. Pick your penalty.
Being mean, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, being mean. That was a mean one. Well, the Blaze need to get something on this power play. They got to get some zone time and get some good shots.
Power play now for the Blades as Bowden still on the ice here, so doing just fine. Bernovic, Lindquist back to Bernovic. Her shot deflected, and that might have gone through and hit the post on the far side off the stick of Bowden. At any rate, it's sent all the way down.
I don't know if Prosser got a piece of that with her stick or not. Good opportunity.
Good scoring chance there for the Blades as they try to get back into this one. Nice move there by Bella Lindquist, and it's sent back out of the zone and touched by Bowden, so it'll be offsides.
Back pressure. That back pressure by Maple Grove all day has just been there. I think that
might have been a save there. Yeah.
But that's why they're killing these penalties off. They're able to make sure that they're hustling back and not being outnumbered.
Face-off will come to center ice here. They said Bowden played the puck intentionally offsides. Lindquist, nice move to get into the zone. Lindquist still with it, centering pass, hits Gallagher, bounces straight up in the air. It's in the near corner, and it's kept in by Lindquist to the far side, Bowden. Bowden around the net to the near corner. Bella Lindquist battling there with Fisher. Now it's free. Gallagher will ring it around the boards. Semling will keep it in on the far side. Goes hard off of Bowden's stick, and now sent all the way down by Harper Weinecke with 32 seconds to go in the player advantage. Bernovic changing directions, but harassed there by Fisher. Now it comes free. Lindquist still on the ice. She'll attack on the near side. Lindquist, backhand pass out front, looking for Bowden. Bowden overskates it and then sends it off the pad of Prosser and all the way down. Barnovic, long pass, finds Swegan. It's batted towards the line, now backhanded out by Ava Koshire as the penalty expires. Both teams skate 5 aside now. Kelly Anderson on the near side, off the boards, Elfstrand. Elfstrand has it deflected high in the air and out of play by Easton.
Yeah, that's the story of the game so far, Matt, is that Maple Grove is doing a great job of team defense. They killed that penalty off by hustling, cutting off passing lanes, pressuring the puck. And when you do that, you got to make every pass perfect. You got to look for your opportunities, and they're tough to come by, but that's what's happening.
Officials preventing Maple Grove from changing. So send Ada Godel back on the ice, who had tried to change out here. Puck knocked forward and controlled by Alphen now. Alphen has it knocked away and brought in offsides.
Well, you can't do it by yourself. Got open players, got to keep moving that puck.
Alphen certainly with the ability to gain the offensive zone, but tried to go through too many defenders there.
Yeah, she had Pitson open early. Could have gave her the puck on the white side here and got in.
Alphen now will send it in deep. And the Blades will chase. Gallagher on the far side. She'll flip it up and out. It's batted all the way down the ice by Kusterman.
Should have been
Must have been deflected. Yeah, it looked like an icing to me.
Stick hit stick, but I don't think it hit puck.
Bowden behind the goal to Pitson, Olivia Pitson. It's Caitlin Easton trying to center. Bowden takes it over. She'll backhand it in deep. Anna Pitson there in the corner. She's run into by Tomlinson, and it's played towards the blue line, but kept in. Shot there. Kick save made by Prosser. Good opportunity there for the Blades. That pass picked off there by Godel. Now controlled by Callie Anderson, who will skate it in and play it in to the Blades zone. Alphen with the puck. She's run into. No penalty there. Baker as well as Weineke in the pile. Alphen and Bernovic for the Blades. And we're getting a face-off here. Referees talking to each other. I think just discussing where it should be, and it'll be to the left of Gianna Eckel. 12:05 to play here in the third period.
Time is running out on the Blades. They need to get something here in the next few minutes.
Face-off won by Rivers Cities, and it's played out on the near side. Goes back in the zone. Baker takes it away. Bowden behind her own goal, off the boards to Semling. She'll backhand it to Bernovic. Bernovic now has her pass deflected. That shot is right on goal. Prosser with the save. Elfstrand up the near boards. It comes out. Baker to the far side. Here's another chance for Fisher, looking for the hat trick, and nice save made there by Gianna Eckel, coming off and standing at the top of the blue paint to make that save.
Yeah, Baker drew both defenders her way, and then here comes that weak side player, always the dangerous one, and luckily she didn't have a little more room to walk closer to the top of the circle. That was trouble.
Saw Baker's head come up as soon as she got the puck.
Yeah.
To see who was over there.
Smart player.
It's deflected over the top of the goal. Dangerous chance there on the far side. It comes out. Tomlinson will chase it down. Tomlinson finding Weineke. Baker trying to play it in, but it's controlled now by Sydney Bernovic. Bernovic to the far side, batted away by, that just about hit me. That was really close.
Inches away.
Weineke deflected it there. There's us. That saw that puck come right. Looked down.
That was about 3 inches from your eyeball.
Check my roster and looked up and the puck was coming. So you got to be quick on your toes here. Great view here at Roseville Arena. Not going to complain about that, but we are in the line of fire at times.
Yeah, usually you're safe at center ice, but you never know.
Never know. Pucks get deflected all the time. Maple Grove changing their defense pair. Elfstrand will send it all the way in for the Crimson. Puck comes to the point. Anderson sends it towards the goal. Looked like it was played with a high stick. No call there.
It was delayed.
But I thought she played it again. But at any rate, it is the Blades trying to play it out on the near side. It's sent right back in by Anderson. Controlled now by Olivia Pitson. Back to Alphen. Alphen skating it out of the zone now, looking for some daylight. Has a little bit. She'll leave it there for Anna Pitson. And we do have a penalty here coming on the Crimson as Anderson touches up. Also takes a hit from Caitlin Easton.
Elfin again rushing that puck, causing them problems. You see the player trying to catch up to her and just kind of grabs her and tackles her down to the ground, and that was definitely a penalty on, looks like it was on Black.
Kate Black with the hold there, and so another power play opportunity here for River Cities, and
they're getting their chances. They just have to find a way to score in the power plays because Maple Grove has shut them down. Starts by winning the draw again.
Got to get one before you can get two, as it's kept in on the far side by Semling. Played around the boards to the near side, Lindquist. Lindquist trying to avoid Fisher. She does, but it's sent out of the zone by Elfstrand. Bernovic tries to skate it in herself, but it's kicked away by Fisher. Lindquist, who's been buzzing here in this third period, excuse me. Pinned up against the boards there with Harper Wenicky. Now it's sent in Bernovic, but it's cleared away by Elfstrand and then sent out of the zone by Weineke.
Yep, every time.
Long pass by Bernovic finds Bowden. Bowden to the near side. Oswego. Semling, she'll take a wrister, that's deflected wide. Semling will chase it down, kept in on the far side by Barnovic. And it's sent out now by Tomlinson, the length of the ice. 9 minutes to go on the game clock, 45 to play here in the player advantage. Third errant pass, and now controlled by Lindquist. To the far side, Bernovic. Run into there by Baker, sent out of the zone by Anderson, but that's intercepted by Oswego. Bowden now, as the Blades try to figure out a way to get the puck into the zone. They'll flip it, does Bowden towards Prosser, who gloves it. And they'll get a face-off, will the Blades in the Crimson zone.
Yeah, that's the first time they got somebody into the middle there as Bowden cut in. Maple Grove keeping them on the outside all the way around the wall. They're just not getting into the middle, not getting the seam pass, and they're winning draws. And
fifth
down to go.
12 seconds now on the player advantage as that's sent all the way down. Maybe time for one last rush, but it looks like they're going to hold it up. Lindquist. Watch there by Ashley Dorn. Lindquist still with it up the far side. Sent right back off the stick of Oswego. Lindquist trying the near side now. Run into by Benson. She does get it in deep. Sent around the boards by Gallagher. Deflected out by Hadley Kusterman. Bernovic hard off the boards behind her own goal to Lindquist. And that's kept in. Godel, her shot goes wide. Thought that was coming out, but Godel comes over to keep that in. Long pass there by Semling. And now here's a chance for Caitlin Easton. Easton interfered with there, knocked to the ice, no call. And now that pass deflects right to Marissa Peterson.
There was a lot of rough stuff in front of the net.
Yeah, a lot of collision out front there, partly why Maple Grove has been successful. Long pass there finds Pedersen. It's knocked away. Pitson tries the far side, but it goes right to Tomlinson. Her pass deflects off the stick of Baker. She'll backhand it to Fisher. Fisher looks at the point, no one home there. 3 players hitting the ice. Now it comes to the far side. Anderson will send it in deep. Fisher will have to exit the zone. Alfin now trying to skate it up on the near side, runs into Fisher, who takes it away. Fisher cutting it back, gets it to Baker, who slaps a one-timer wide. Bernovic trying to get through, and she does. Bernovic long pass for Semling. Trying to get past Anderson, can't do it. Really good defense there. The River Cities fans complaining, but excellent defense Good body positioning by Callie Anderson. Oswego flipped in by Semling, controlled by Gallagher. To the near side now, that's Maggie Gifford. First time we've called her number. Semling now to the near side, Lindquist. Lindquist dangling, wrister hits the skates of Anderson and skitters wide. It's sent out of the zone. The net well off its standards there, and so they'll blow the play dead.
Yeah, a little extra help with the net there at the end. You see, here she comes.
Here's the chance for Easton. Bump there as she's shooting.
Yeah, Easton just kind of.
Here's the shot here by Lindquist. You can see hits the skate and goes just wide.
Another block shot. Good. And the face-off is out here.
Maple Grove, like you said, making it very difficult to really get any kind of offensive flow going.
Well, that's why they won games. They play good defense.
They average less than 3 goals a game. Got to have good defense to be successful.
Yeah.
Number 7 in the state right now.
Yeah, especially when you play Minnetonka and Edina twice.
That's right. Yeah, the Lake Conference schedule also testing Maple Grove as well, as Bowden brings it in on the near side. Tomlinson runs her into the boards. Tomlinson comes away with the puck, plays it up the far side. Black battling there, and it's batted out by Isla Smith. And that'll go the length of the ice for an icing call. 5:12 to play here in the third period. Time again, an issue.
It's a big issue right now because at some point you're going to have to take some gambles. You're going to figure out when you're going to pull the goaltender. And I'll tell you what, River Cities is doing a good job, really hustling, trying things. But one thing they're not going to be able to do is outskate Maple Grove. If you're trying to rush the puck by yourself, Maple Grove players are catching you because they can skate very fast as well. So you got to move that puck around.
Face off again, won by Maple Grove. Tomlinson wheeling in her own zone. Over to Elfstrand. Nice pass forward to Benson. 3-on-2 here. Benson trying to get around the corner on Elfin. She's brought down, no call. Elfin losing her stick. Pass up the near side's deflected down by Kusterman. Shot there out front by Godel goes just wide. Battle in the corner. Elfin comes away with it. She'll play it up the middle, no one there. And Anderson will chase it down for Maple Grove. Anderson now up the near side, has room in front of her. Trying to skate past Olivia Pitson. Anderson shot, blocker save there by Eckel. Kept in on the near side by Godel. Now controlled by Olivia Pitson. She'll play it behind her own goal for Oswego. Oswego losing it in the near corner. Back to Baker now. Baker wheeling. Her shot blocked there by Oswego. Tomlinson in deep now for the Crimson. Changing directions, she'll play it in behind the Blades goal. Here's a chance for Fisher. That hits traffic out front. Loose puck at the feet of Oswego. Now comes to the point. Gallagher will fire it right back in. It'll come around the boards to the near side. Fanned on it there was Avery Anderson trying to get it out. Here's Avery Anderson, but it's kept in by Tomlinson right at the blue line. Tomlinson, a very impressive defensive player.
She is.
Going to St. Thomas. Puck in behind the Blades goal now. Oswego will pick it up. She'll try a long pass, elevated pass that's knocked in by Tomlinson. I thought that maybe hit Baker, as here's a chance now for Lindquist. Lindquist just muscled down by Gallagher there. Gallagher's pass is picked off, but it's poke checked away nicely there by Hadley Kusterman. That could have been a golden opportunity there.
Story of the game, the Maple Grove defense. Active sticks all day long.
That's a third line player too, just top to bottom. This roster playing well. Solomon now back to get it for the Blades. To the far side, bounces hard off the boards, but it does end up on the stick of Caitlin Easton. She'll flip it in on goal and chase the rebound, but it's poked away by save made by Prosser. Solomon picks up the rebound, but runs into Elfman on the near side. Bowden now towards the net, that goes wide.
Goalie's pulled.
Eckel out of the goal, 6 on 5. Elfman with a shot that goes high. Kept in on the near side by Solomon. It'll go in behind the Crimson goal. Lindquist trying to center, runs into Anderson, and now it's played all the way down, and it is in.
Wow.
Length of the ice shot. It might have been from behind the goal line.
Well, that is just the way it goes sometimes. You're pressuring, you get shots, and a kid shoots at the 200 feet, and it goes in the net.
It looks like it's going to go to Abby Benson. That's her first goal of the season. Benson has played regular shifts today. It has played well at times.
Behind the end line.
Yeah, that was basically her back was on the boards. I think we're going to get a timeout here by River Cities.
Yeah.
So they're going to talk this one over here. 1:45 on the game clock.
Well, you're going to pull a goalie again, see what you can do. But I'll tell you what, Maple Grove has played a complete game today. They've been very impressive. They've played solid defense. They've really battled. And when you do those things, you're going to win hockey games. So
Abby Benson.
that is the story of today's game.
2 key seniors, 3 key seniors for River Cities.
Oh yeah, they're
Bowden, Bernovic, Oswego.
Yeah, they're gonna miss those 3. The seniors have done a great job this year for River Cities, and wish those kids well in their future journeys. But still, 145. I've seen it happen once in my life, but it's hard to do where a team gets 3 goals in a minute 45, especially the way Maple Grove's been playing. I say they're just playing super defense.
It's really been impressive to watch. It's kind of some of the little things that
it's the little things.
You may not notice, but they're doing them time and time again.
All game long. Sticks in the lanes, active sticks, body position, second player support, all the little things you need to do to play great defense. They've been doing them.
If they do advance, I can see them giving Centennial a problem.
Yeah.
Just with the way they play, that style, and also Centennial also gives up some goals too.
Yeah.
So it'll be an interesting game, a great game to watch for sure.
It will be. It should be a great section final if those 2 are going to get there, and it looks like it will be Maple Grove and Centennial.
Eckel will stay on the bench here, so 6 on 5 we play with now 1:35 to go. It's batted forward. Tomlinson looking for another. Loose puck picked up by Bernovic. She'll hit the brakes and come back the near side. Lindquist trying to center, but runs into Tomlinson. Actually, that's Harper Weineke. Tomlinson now will chase it down, play it back behind her own goal to Gallagher, who will just fire it all the way down. It hits the skates of Elfin. She'll send it back. Gallagher looks like she really wants to score here. And just, again, inches there. That could have been potentially a chance for June Semling, but it's called offsides.
Yeah, just the story of the day. Just little things not working, close, but not quite. River City's had some chances. There's a trip, but let them go.
Kept in. Bowden with a shot that is blocked out front. Lindquist battling. Barnovic there, comes away with it. Barnovic with a shot, again blocked. This time by Baker. Loose puck picked up now by Weineke. She'll play it to the near side. Bowden, I think, tried to play it back to the point, but it didn't connect. Nope. It's sent in off sides here, and actually Lindquist had to go retrieve her stick. Elfin high off the glass, but it's controlled by Baker. She'll flip it up, and there's a collision, totally an accident there. As far as what I saw, it looked like they weren't looking.
Those are the ones where people get hurt, those collisions.
Saw the official's hand in the air. That might have been for offsides.
No, it's for offsides.
Fisher and Semling. Semling skating off on her own power. And now Fisher as well, so. couple fans getting into it here a little bit. 23.8 seconds left. The game basically over. I think they will send Eckel back out because of this face-off here in their defensive zone.
Yep. Incidental contact, and we play on.
Anderson to the far corner. Try to keep it in the zone here will Maple Grove. Centering pass comes back to the point. Anderson, another shot. That hits Oswego. Centering pass comes through the slot and back to Anderson. She'll play it in deep. 5 seconds to go here. Centering pass, and it's cleared all the way down, and Maple Grove will hold on to win this one 4-1, and will play Centennial Spring Lake Park on Friday for the Section 5AA championship.
Well, they played playoff hockey. Team defense, they were opportunistic. They got the goals when they needed to, and then they were able to tuck that fourth one in here in the third, which was the icer, and there you see the bracket.
So you can see this final here coming back to Roseville Ice Arena. We'll also have that here on North Metro TV and also on NSPN.TV. You'll want to tune in for that one at 7 o'clock. But thanks so much for joining us. Jerry, it's been a pleasure.
Agreed. Thanks, Matt.
A great game, great couple games here. Jerry, Grant, appreciate your help here, and all the people at North Metro TV for getting us set up and bringing you this exciting Section 5AA semifinal game. For North Metro TV, CTN TV, and NSPN.TV. Until next time, I'm Matt McCleggan. So long, everyone.